Hello, welcome to our first mini lesson on the story of creation, the very first story in the Bible. You'll know the Bible is a special book for Christians, so we are going to be thinking a little bit more this morning about what Christians believe because of what the Bible says. If you don't know me, my name is Sue. It is great to be here with you this morning. Thank you for having me. I've just realised I said morning. It might be afternoon. It's the morning when I'm filming it. I am outside in my garden at the moment, and I love being outside, and I think our world is amazing. I wonder what amazes you about our world. What have you seen that makes you think, wow, how can that be? Here's something I spotted the other day. This is a wild carrot flower. Can you see it? And lots of little flowers to make one big kind of flower, and it is dome shaped, right? Starts off as a dome shaped with its flower, but then here it is. Can you see? When it is turned to seed, or it's turning to seed, and it's now a bowl shape. I think that's so amazing how we go from this dome shaped flower to this bowl shape as it's producing seeds, and so intricate. If you could look at it really closely, you would see it's almost like lots of little stars and snowflakes joined together. Our world is amazing. Let's start this morning with a quiz on our world. See how much you know. I'll read out the questions and I'll give you two answers to choose from. And just indicate with your hands if you think it's A or B, okay? A or B. First question. How many types of crocodiles are there in the world? How many types of crocodiles are there? 6 or 23? A, 6, B, 23. Which one do you think? How many types of crocodiles are there in the world? 6, 23. The answer is 23. 23 different types of just one animal. That is amazing. Next question. What's the tallest tree in the world? Is it a Californian redwood tree? Make that A. Or B, an English oak tree? A, a Californian redwood tree, or B, an English oak tree? Which one do you think is taller? The answer is A, a Californian redwood tree, over 100 meters tall. I think that's amazing how one thing that starts from a tiny seed can grow to over 100 meters tall. Next question. What is the smallest insect in the world? Is it A, an ant, or B, a fairy fly? A, an ant, or B, a fairy fly? The answer is B, a fairy fly. Apparently, they're less than 0.5 millimeter big. Something living is so tiny. I just think that is amazing. Next question. How much of our world is covered in rainforest? How much of our world is covered in rainforest? 6% or 14%? 6% or 14%? What do you think? The answer is 6%. 6% of our world is currently covered in rainforest. And we know what amazing places rainforests are. Okay, last question. What colour is a giraffe's tongue? Blue or yellow? A, blue, B, yellow. What colour is a giraffe's tongue? Apparently, it's blue, bluey black. I did not know that until this morning. Imagine a giraffe having a blue tongue. Why would an animal have that? I just think that is amazing. Great job on the quiz, everybody. I hope you got some of them right. I would have had to guess them. So Christians believe that God made the world and all the amazing things in it. That's what the first story of the Bible tells them, that God made the world and he made all of the amazing things in it. But even more amazingly, that part of the Bible tells us that he made it just by speaking. His voice and words have so much power, they can just make things appear. Imagine if we had that. If we could speak and things appeared? What would you command into being? What would you say, be made, and it was made? I wonder if you would make anything by accident. Maybe there's a good film script in that, actually. But back to the point. Christians believe that God made the world. He made the world just by speaking, and that reveals his power and his awesomeness, and that he's not human, because we can't do that. There is something different about God. He is God. And Christians also believe that the world, the amazing things in it, just show how creative God is. No human could do this, could they? No human could make these things and design these things and make these tiny seeds grow into these massive trees. So Christians believe that it's evidence for a creator, and that God exists, and that it's evidence that he's in control and has authority over the world. So that's what we've got from this first Bible story already. It teaches us so much about what Christians believe, that God made the world, that he can make things just by speaking, that he's powerful, that he's creative, that he's in control of the world. And Christians believe the world and all the amazing things in it are evidence that God exists, that God is real, because how else could this world have been made if there wasn't a creator? How else could this world have come into being? Surely these amazing things, these intricate, detailed blue giraffe tongues, 23 species of crocodiles, how could they just appear if there wasn't a creator? Somebody had to make them. Christians believe that the world is evidence that God exists. So we've learned all that already from that first Bible story. But there's something else in that story I want us to think about today. Because do you remember what God did on day 7? He made the world in 6 days, really. And then on day 7, the Bible says that he rested. And Christians believe that's an example to us of how we should live our lives. That God designed us, because he made people. That's what Christians believe. He made people and he designed us to work and be productive and to do things. But also, by modelling rest to us, by showing us that he rested, he's saying you need to rest as well. That needs to be part of your rhythm and your routine of life. And I don't just mean going to bed early and having a good sleep. Different ways of relaxing and resting and perhaps enjoying the world that God made. I have got some friends to demonstrate ways that they rest. Okay, it's a bit like charades though. They're going to act it out, and I want you to guess what they are trying to act out. How do they find ways of resting as they go through life? See what they enjoy doing. Are you ready? Here's the first one. Brilliant job. Did you get them all? Some of them are quite tricky, I think. There are many different ways that we can rest, and rest our minds and rest our bodies and enjoy relaxing. And Christians believe that's an important time for us to talk to God, maybe to listen to God, to enjoy the world he has made. We've come to the end of our lesson now, but I am going to leave you with a challenge. Your challenge is to go outside and find something that amazes you. Maybe you'll be able to bring it back in to show it to your friends, but if not, take a picture of it. So go outside and find something in creation that amazes you, something that makes you think, how can that be? Look at it. It's just amazing. And then I want you to research it, find out about it, maybe look at it under a microscope and be amazed at the detail in it. And as you're doing that, as you're finding your amazing thing, as you're sharing it with your friends, as you're researching it, just remember that Christians believe, because this is what we've learned today, that Christians believe that the amazing things in the world is evidence that God exists. And think to yourself, okay, that's what they believe. I've learned that. I know that. What do I believe? And start thinking about that for yourself. What do you believe? Enjoy the challenge.